In French, expressing your name is done very differently than we do in English, word for word. In French, we use the verb s'appeler. S'appeler literally means oneself to call, or in English word order, to call oneself. The S apostrophe is the equivalent of oneself, and the appeler means to call. So we have the verb s'appeler, to call oneself. If you want to ask someone the question, what is your name? You literally have to say in French, what do you call yourself? And this is expressed as, comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? So literally, what's your name? Comment vous appelez-vous? Comment, how? Vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? One important thing about pronunciation here. In French, we generally do not pronounce consonants at the end of words. So individually, we have comment, comment. Notice I'm not pronouncing the consonant at the end. Comment, comment. Vous, vous. Appelez, appelez. Vous. There is a thing called liaison. If a word begins with a vowel, then the consonant in the word before it will be pronounced. So putting this question together, putting all these words together, remember individually, comment vous appelez-vous, you will hear comment vous appelez-vous right here. Notice the liaison or linking. Comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? As far as pronunciation goes, I also suggest, especially if you're a beginner, when you hear something pronounced, try listening to it while you look at the words, and then try listening to it with your eyes closed. When you listen with your eyes closed, you will better notice the individual sounds. So once again, what's your name? Comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? Also, if you're a beginner, French pronunciation can be somewhat challenging, so the best thing to do as a beginner is listen and repeat as much as possible. Listen and repeat. Comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? If you want to say my name is in French, you literally have to say I, myself, call, or in English word order, I call myself. So in French that is je m'appelle, je m'appelle, je m'appelle, je m'appelle. Literally, I, myself, call. Je m'appelle, which means, when you translate it back to English, my name is. Je m'appelle, je m'appelle, je m'appelle. My name is, je m'appelle. And then add your name after you say je m'appelle. So if I want to say my name is Robert, I would say je m'appelle Robert. The verb s'appeler actually comes from the verb appeler, which in French means to call, like to telephone someone, call them on the phone. It also means to name, like if you give someone a name when you have a child, to name your child, that's also appeler. Appeler can also mean to summon someone, like to call them to come over to you. In English, interestingly, the word to appeal is related to the French verb appeler. It actually is derived from the French verb appeler. To appeal in English means, in a sense, to call upon a higher court. So if you are not happy with the decision of one court, you appeal it, meaning you call upon a higher court. Alright, so just a quick review of what we just learned. To express your name in French, to call oneself, s'appeler. What's your name? And this is the formal way using vous. We ask the question, comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? If you want to say my name is, remember you literally have to say I myself call, which is je m'appelle, je m'appelle. Comment vous appelez-vous? Je m'appelle. Repeat this a few times and you'll sound like a native speaker. One final note about spelling. Notice there's one L here in the infinitive, s'appeler. Also one L here in the question, comment vous appelez-vous? When you write je m'appelle, notice it's written with two L's.